Alright, so what up? That's interesting. What up, Aquaman? Seriously, what's up? Alright, like holy shit. We're looking at 6 of Wands in reverse as the central card. Which is rough, man. That's like a lack of achievement. It's stagnation that's going nowhere. That's not having a lot of fire in you, which is, man, I mean, if you're not a fire sign, it still is coming. Looking at, I think what this means, maybe having some trouble getting a relationship started, because in your subconscious, you're not really giving any offers, but you're unhappy that you're single. So, like, I think maybe you're fooling yourself into thinking that, like, your independence is like all you want, but I don't know, somewhere in your subconscious, it's oh well. No, I mean, actually, that makes more sense. I'm sorry, that's not really subconscious. That's what's crossing the reading, but that makes a little more sense if that's like the problem that you're having. But let's see what's in here. Yeah, you might be afraid to start out on a relationship. Maybe you're having not a lot of success with relationships, and you're just sort of like, having trouble out the gate, you know what I mean? But it's like, you're just not happy with the single. What was that? Hey, damn. Okay, fuck. So in your subconscious, yeah, okay. In your subconscious, we have, it's again. See, like before, I was kind of thinking this was subconscious. Well, I mean, like, and that's two dudes in like the hangman position. You got fucking magician over here. That's what we're actually in your subconscious, and it came out looking like this. You're looking for, so like you're not having any manifestation. You're not able to make what you want happen. It looks like you're doing all right financially. You're maybe being a little greedy. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but you just might be, pinching pennies, which, and you've got the moon in reverse, which I tend to read this more as you may be deceiving yourself. You may be being a little paranoid. That's the thing though, is it's, you know, it can be a mirror, so it's like Moon just tends to deal with lies, and in reverse, I feel like it's either they're not being brought to light, or because of the way that I'm feeling this energy is, it's really, you may just, it's more that they're not there. Like, you see how almost this looks like, you know, with the moon on the ground, it almost looks like, with the moon facing down, it almost looks like it's in the water. Like it's sort of reflecting, it's maybe you looking at a reflection. And that, you know, it may be your own, you know, the way that you worry about yourself is not necessarily the way you need to worry about other people. And yeah, you know, that's, don't be stupid, but at the same time, I think don't be paranoid. Don't make problems that aren't really there. We've got, you know, Eight of Pentacles. I think that is reminding you that like anything is going to be work. So work on it. You know what I mean? But like, don't abandon it either. And here we go again. We have the Nine of Cups crossing. This is the Nine of Pentacles, so it's like I think you're probably doing all right financially. You've got this card still, but I think you're maybe not necessarily so happy with, like, you know. And it's interesting because we just had, you know, the Capricorn reading. You know, we talked a little bit about, you know, the Death Tarot being there, the Dragon, and then, you know, go to Aquarius. Aquarius is man, and it's just interesting that, you know, we have, you know, Magician doing well, but it's like not having the power to manifest, like, and it just being, no, I mean, because I think that's everybody. That really is. Y'all are the water, the bearer of, and you're like I mean, that's kind of the thing. You're the water sack, and you know, it's just it's very strange because you know, in the same way that Scorpio is sort of fire water, I tend to see, you know, Aquarius as like you have both Earth in the picture. And you have water in the displacement of. You are an air sign, and, you know, strangely, if you think of like Earth pitching water, I tend to think of it like lava, like liquid Earth. I tend to think of as, you know, well, that's obviously, you know, semi-representative, and so it's like, I think one of the ways that Aquarians tend to, you know, especially because Aquarians are rarely into, like, I mean, if there's anybody who's going to be, like, skeptical of tarot, just be like, fuck that, you know what I mean? Like, it's probably all, and that's, again, it's one of those things of, you know, like, you're looking into more analytical things, you're more, you know, Darth Plagueis was an Aquarius of it, because he just, you know, I don't believe in the Force, there's some science to this, and it's a fucking midichlorian, that's what that is, and, you know, I know Galadriel was an Aquarius, and I mean, you know, elves, yeah, like, it's a weird thing, is, you know, you look at, to them, magic was just high science, and so it's like, to be, you know, some kind of, you know, magician and not be a scientist to them is just like, oh, what are you talking about? Sauron obviously used alchemy. Fucking ultimate elf. So that's interesting. Finally got some real sword energy coming up. 7 of Swords, good number. It's 5'11", dude. Like, it's weird because you see he's got 5, and then there's this over here. That's the money card, man. Like, plans, hopes, wish card, highest minor arcana. That is so weird. You know, I feel like. And, you know, maybe it's just the same message that everybody's been getting, really, is it's more the power of stop trying to manifest a relationship. Stop you know, aiming for the finish line. Just worry about the race. You know what I mean? Just keep breathing. Keep putting one foot in front of the other one. Stop worrying about, you know, maybe you're not gonna win this one. You know, dude, you're not gonna win. You can't win them all. Like, and if you know, learn something, if you do better, if you beat yourself, rock and roll, man. And it's maybe, you know, it's again, it's do you. It's work on what is going to directly benefit you. If you're going to help somebody out, make sure that they're, you know, helping you out. And try not to leave anything in the air, you know, especially in 2018. Like, after all this weird, you know, sort of who agreed to what, you know, like, communication, man. Like, you know, everybody seems to want to communicate, but nobody does any talking. And it's just like, try words and sentences, you know. And really, I feel like that's the thing with Aquarians, man, is y'all are the last. But you see this Knight of Wands, like, as I'm saying this, Knight of Wands in reverse, like, crowning thoughts, man. Like, Knight of Wands in reverse, this is a project, man. This is not gonna happen fast. It's not necessarily, you know, gonna be fruitful. It's not necessarily gonna be fun. It's not gonna be, you know, but this is just a growing pain sort of thing. And it's probably not gonna happen fast. Like, it's good to see the Knight of Wands in reverse sometimes, man. Sometimes it's just like, look, we're starting out on this journey. You know, I feel like the few times that the Knight of Wands makes it is when he doesn't burn out, when he starts out in reverse, when he's like, alright, let's fucking go, but let's not just burn our torch in broad daylight. Like, let's conserve our resources and get there, and, like, he's a scout. That's why he has a torch, you know what I mean? Not a weapon. You know, and it's like, when, you know, if you burn out the gate and you show everybody where you are and you don't save your torch to light a beacon kind of deal, and you're like, you know, just give off your position and then get shot in the head. Well, there's a reason the Knight of Wands rarely makes it. You know what I mean? And I think it's, you know, here it is. Dude, like, bam, you have the Two of Cups. So I think, you know, in your future, coming towards you, you know, if you can manifest more in yourself, if you can just, and, you know, I say that all the time. I'm like, you know, rather than try to meet someone, rather than go to a bar and get wasted and lie your ass off and make sure that you're acceptable for a first date, and then a second date, and then a third date, and then are they good enough to, and then it's like, you just do all this bullshit, you know what I mean? And you're not even really shit-tasting the person, because they're doing the exact same thing to you. They're, like, fucking playing their cards close, and they're not, you know. Go kayaking. Go do you, okay? If you're into laser tag, go fucking do laser tag, and, like, dudes, I'm just saying, the odds of finding a chick who's way into laser tag are low, but you might meet one there, cool, you know. But, just saying, you know, you're going to have a better chance getting along with someone who you're not dragging wherever you're going if they were just going to be there anyway. You know what I mean? And when you suggested, oh, that's what I was thinking, like, I don't know why that's rocket science to some people. But, you know, roll it. So let's go ahead and get to the staff. But yeah, I mean, I think if you can be more happy being single, because I think that's a lot of it is you are single, you're frustrated that you can't, you know, get, you know, out of this, and I think if you can just be happy with not needing, you know, like, to put all your shit on someone else, you know. Hey, alright, so we got, what is this? Man. think yeah, this is going on a journey. Not really. I don't necessarily think, and I feel like in your future, it says you're not necessarily going to be like moving around that much, and I think that's, you know, kind of a good thing. Sometimes when you go hermit, you're not fucking, yeah, good. Sometimes when you go hermit, that's sort of exactly what you needed to do, is like not, you know, go anywhere, be still, you know, is sometimes like a good thing. And yeah, cool. Dude, that's awesome energy. What the fuck? Okay, so, yeah, if you can just, like, chill, if you can, like, be calm, if you can just, you know, then, I know this sounds strange, but, like, on some level, be a little bit defensive. Maybe don't necessarily just, you know, remember this energy is your crowning thoughts. Remember that, like, if you are trying to manifest something too quickly, I mean, you know, be a little bit on guard with that. Maybe don't necessarily, you know, have some meaningless sex. Don't necessarily put all your eggs in a basket. Just be like, hey, all right, like, look, and find somebody that, you know, you're not necessarily gonna be like, you know, afraid to, you know, find somebody that you can like bump more than once, but like also, you know, communicate. I don't know if you can fucking do that, and just be like, we'll be adults about this, and just understand that, like, I'm just gonna call you for like meaningless sex every now and then, and that's kind of, you know, at least at the beginning, keep it sort of just, that's all this is, you know. And I think sometimes some of the best relationships that you can have are ones where you start off just not having sex, just as somebody that you dig hanging out with, and like if you can get along with somebody without like having to, you know, like resort to fucking them every time you fight. If you can get through having a fight with somebody when y'all are just friends, especially across the gender gap, you know what I mean? Like, that's somebody that, like, is gonna fuck you the way you want, you know what I mean? I don't know. There's a lot to be said for 2018. Anyway, but, yeah, you know, you've got, if you're, you know, if you can be a little bit defensive about this, you know, that's the one thing you want to really bring some fire to, is just like, you know, if you know, if we can compartmentalize this and be where it is, I'm happy being single right now. So like, until you make it really worth my while to combine my assets with you, I'm not, you know. But yeah, you know, Five of Cups in reverse, I think, you know, if you can stop looking back on shit, you know what I mean? If you can sort of be happy with what you still have a lot. And it's actually kind of funny because if you can be, you know, again, like, without having to just like, okay, I have the, you know, I'm sad that, you know, this is spilled, you know, like, dude, you still have a lot, okay? And like, maybe instead of just being like, I have to attach myself to someone, or I'm gonna be incomplete, maybe sit on your fucking pile of gold for a minute, you know what I mean? And like, be happy being single, you know what I mean? Be chill with, you know, yourself, and dude, what you can do about it, bam, you're already in your power, you know what I mean? So it's like, just wait until it's actually like a good decision for you. Wait until you give yourself a reason more than just, well, this is what's socially acceptable, this is what people are doing, this is what is normal, this is, you know, just, you know, hey, no, this is finally actually a good idea. You know, before you're rushing to, you know, rose color someone, you know, lean a little bit closer. Roses smell like. Anyway, Aquarians, y'all shit. Thank you so much.